So the new topic that we are going to start today is pen tool. Okay. So what is pen tool and what we can do with pen tool? See, pen tool is basically used to create shapes. So we can create any type of shape, any kind of shape. And we can also use pen tool for selecting images. Okay, we have also used many selection tools: lasso tool, marquee tool, quick selection, object selection. And apart from all those selection tools, we also have one more selection tool, which is pen tool. Okay, so it's like a multi-purpose tool. We can do many things, right? So see, this is the pen tool. Okay, keyboard shortcut is P. Okay, just you write down this one line. Okay, pen tool has path as well as shape. Shape will directly come with a fill color, and inside path is like a border or outline. Okay, okay, right. So now let us see here, P, pen tool is now active. You can see here. Okay, first we are going to see shape option. First we are going to see the shape option of pen tool. So we are going to start with some basic shapes. Okay, then we are going to see some advanced shapes also using pen tool. See, and whoever is using pen tool for the first time, okay, they should understand the logic of pen tool. Okay, only then they will be for the first time when you use now, you will face a little bit difficulty because you don't know the logic of using the pen tool. Okay, once you understand the logic of pen tool, then you can create any shape with it. Okay, so I will tell you what is the logic. See here. So I am going to start with a simple heart shape. So we'll start with a simple basic heart shape. See how the heart shape looks actually. It looks like this. Okay, this is a heart shape. And what we can understand in this heart shape. See here. Just a minute. Okay, just a minute. I can my mic has fell down. Okay, so see, this is a basic heart shape, and this shape is having sharp corners and rounded corners. Every shape has some sharp corners and rounded corners. So where we can find sharp corners? See, here we have a sharp corner, here we have a sharp corner, here we have a rounded corner, and here we have a rounded corner. Okay, so how pen tool works? See, wherever there are sharp corners, we have to click with pen tool. Wherever we have rounded corners, we have to drag with pen tool. So click and drag, click, drag, click, drag. So that is the concept of using pen tool. So now we will create the same heart shape using pen tool. Okay, so activate the pen tool, and we are going to start at this point. Okay, here this is what sharp corner. So what do you have to do? Click. So see here, click. See, now one point is created, and then we have to come to this point. Here we have to do what? Drag. See how I am dragging. You see, just you have to click and immediately you have to drag. You should not wait. Okay, and then again come to this point. This is what sharp corner. So you have to click. Then come here. This is rounded corner. So what do you have to do? Drag. So how to drag? See, simply drag like this. And when you are dragging, also observe the angle. See, this is wrong angle. This is wrong angle. This is the right angle. Okay, and then finally finish the shape by clicking here, because we have to click at this point. This is a sharp corner. See this. Now the shape is completed. So this is the logic of using pen tool. Okay, once your shape is completed, you simply hit delete. Simply remove the background. Now the shape is completed. Now we have to adjust the shape. Okay, even though we completed the shape, we have to adjust the shape. Okay, so to adjust the shape, we have to use a keyboard shortcut. Okay, see, just you write down this point. To adjust the points of a pen tool or shape or path, A, keyboard shortcut is A. A means direct selection tool. Hello. Okay. So see here. A. See here. Direct selection tool. See here, when you select the direct selection tool, you can see another one also. What is that? Path selection. See, path selection is like, means if you use path selection, you are actually selecting the entire shape. We don't want entire shape. We will select only the points. So if you want to modify only the points, you have to use direct selection tool, which has white arrow. Black arrow means path selection. Okay. And you see, in case if you hit A, if path selection is active, what you can do? You can hit Shift A. Just like Shift L for lasso, Shift M for marquee tool. Okay. In the same way, Shift A for path selection or direct selection. Okay. So then select the point. Okay. See, now I can adjust the points like this. Okay. These are actually handles. So you can only get handles if you drag. Okay. If you click, you will not get handles. Means, see, this point is not having any handle. You see, like this we can make the shape into a proper looking shape. See, now it's looking like a proper shape. Okay, so this is the first shape we have created using pen tool. Now we'll create some more shapes. Okay, see, when you are first creating some shape using pen tool, or when you are using pen tool for the first time, try to create a reference and then start tracing the reference. Once you get familiar with the pen tool, then you can create shapes using your imagination. Okay, see, I will start creating the next shape. So this time I will create a leaf shape. Leaf. So how leaf shape looks? So this is a leaf shape. Leaf shape also has rounded corners and sharp corners. See, this is a sharp corner. This is a sharp corner, and here all sharp corners are there. this is a rounded corner and this is a rounded corner. So again let us start at the sharp corner. Okay, P, pendule is active, and here we will start from here at this point. So this is a sharp corner. So what do you have to do? Click, 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 and here come here. So here what do you have to do? Drag. See, one thing I want to tell you, when you are dragging, first time you will do one mistake. So what is that mistake? I will tell you. See, some people when they are dragging, they will just click and drag here. This is wrong. So you have to immediately drag without delaying. You have to drag. See, click, click, and then see, if you do like this, you are actually creating an extra point. So what do you have to do? See, click, click, and here after clicking, don't release the finger on your mouse, just drag. Okay, just drag. So only then you will get this handle. Okay, means with practice you will get this thing. Okay, and then come here, click, and then again drag. Okay, and then click, click, click. So again we have completed the shape. So now we will delete the reference. Okay, and then we will adjust the shape. So again A, direct selection tool is active. Select these points. Right? So I have adjusted the shape. And one more thing I want to tell you here is, see, we can also apply some colors to the shape. Okay, see, here you can see the option fill, and here you can see stroke. Fill means inside color, stroke means border color. So just click here and see, you can apply some plain colors. See, some plain colors you can apply. You can also click here and you can say you can apply light green or so whatever colors you want you can apply. Okay, okay, so like this you can apply plain colors. And if you want to apply gradient, see, here we also have this gradient option. So just select that gradient option and then we can apply the gradient. Okay, so you can select any one color here, and then see, we want a greenish gradient. Okay, so simply double click on this. So we'll select light green and dark green and light green. See, we have applied a gradient, and you can also convert this gradient to reflected one. See, simply click on this okay, reverse. See, so now we have a reflected gradient. So this is how we can apply gradients, and we can also apply stroke. So how to apply stroke? See, here we have the option stroke. So just select one color. See, we have a stroke actually, but if you want to increase the size of the stroke, see, here we have option to increase the size of the stroke. See, now you can see the stroke. And let us say I want only the fill color, I don't want the stroke. So what you can do? Simply click here, and here we have an option. See, what is that option? No color. You just click on no color. See, now the stroke is gone. And you can also apply gradient to the stroke. How? Simply click here and then see, you can apply some gradient to the stroke, just like fill. And one more thing you can do, if you only want stroke and if you don't want fill, what you can do? Just click here and just select that no color option. See, now you only have the stroke, you don't have fill. Like this you can decide. Okay, let's come back to the fill color. Let us turn off the stroke. Okay, see, this is the leaf shape. Okay, now let me create a little bit complicated shape. Okay, so we will see, we have started from some simple shapes and we are going towards some complicated shapes. Okay, and see, this is very important for you. because some of you are in VFX, some of you are in graphic designing, okay, and also some 3D animation students are also there. So for all of you, this pen tool is very much important, because for VFX, I will tell you, for VFX students there is a topic called rotoscoping. So for rotoscoping, again you will use a pen tool in that VFX software. And for graphic designers, you will be learning softwares like Illustrator, CorelDRAW, and there also you will be using pen tool a lot. Okay, so that is why first get used to this pen tool in Photoshop itself. It will be very much helpful to you. And even for animation, 3D animation, Maya and 3D Max students, even for them there will be a tool called Bezier tool. So for them also this means that Bezier is equivalent to the pen tool of Photoshop. So that is why all of you should understand this pen tool. Okay, right. So let us now draw a little bit complicated shape. So this time I will create a fish. Okay, so fish is a little bit complicated. So let me create a reference first. Okay. Okay, so a fish. So you can also create a fins. Okay, so this is a fish. Now we will again create the same fish using pen tool. So then you may get one doubt actually. See, when we can do with brush tool, what is the need of pen tool? Okay, see, with brush tool, if you want to improve the shape, you can't improve. I have drawn with brush tool, but if I want to improve the shape even further, I can't do that. But with pen tool you can improve the shape. So that is the thing. Okay. So again let us find out where the sharp corners and rounded corners are. See, so here we have a sharp corners. Okay, see, here also we have sharp corners. Okay, and see, we have many rounded corners here. See, too many rounded corners are. See, too many rounded corners. So like this. So again, like always, we are going to start from sharp corner. Okay, so P, pen tool is active, and then I will start at this point. And see, whenever you are using pen tool, always check the option here. Many people will do this mistake. Always check the option here. It should be shape. It should not be path. I will tell you about path later, but always when you are creating a shape, always make sure that there is shape option is active. Okay, and I will start at this point. So what you have to do, click and click, and then come here. So what you have to do, drag. So when you are dragging again, we should not wait, we should immediately drag like this. Okay, and this is also rounded corner. So what you have to do, drag. See, and this is also rounded corner, we have to drag. And this is a sharp corner, click, and again drag, and again drag. And this is a sharp corner, click, drag, drag, click, drag. And here rounded corner is there, drag, drag, click, and click. Okay, so first we got a shape. So let us adjust the shape properly. So for that, what you have to do? What happened? Eunice, very late. What happened? Nothing. Bus late. See, be on time. You are not attending regularly also. See, adjust the shape properly. See, see. So I have adjusted the shape. See, let us delete the reference. Okay. See, I am going to create these pins by my imagination. I don't need the reference. Okay. So basic body is completed. Okay. So now to create a pins, see, simply I am going to select the pen tool and I will design the pins with purely with my imagination. How? See, simply click here and then see, just drag, and then we have to drag again here, click here and again drag, click and then click. See, I have created a pin. So to adjust it again, we will use our direct selection tool. Okay, like this I have adjusted it, and then here also at the bottom also we will create one fin. Okay, so like this I have created the fins. Okay, and if you want to see, if you want to remove the stroke, there is one stroke actually. If you want to remove the stroke, simply click on this stroke and click on this no color. So stroke is gone. So see, we have now created a fish shape. So you can adjust these fins also properly. If you think that the fins are not proper, you can adjust them again like this. And see, one more thing I want to tell you. See, in case you want to put eyes for this fish, so what you can do, you can actually see, you can use marquee tools. Just take a new layer, take a new layer, and then we will use which one? Elliptical marquee tool. And then if you want perfect ellipse, you have to use shift. Okay, and then see, we can actually keep it here. And if you want to transform it, right click, transform selection. See, don't use Ctrl T, because here we are not transforming the image. Okay, we are transforming only the selection. So always select this transform selection. Okay, so make it a little bit small like this. And then if you want to apply some color to this, so just simply we will apply a yellow color, Alt and backspace. Okay, and then what you will do next is, I will take one more duplicate, Ctrl J, and then I will make it a little bit small. So center scale, you can use center scale. So what is a shortcut for center scale? New versions, Alt and corner drag, that is center scale. Okay, and then let us give it a blue color, Alt and backspace. Okay, like this. And you can also take one more layer, Ctrl J, so Ctrl T, and create one more. Okay, and then Ctrl and click, and then let's give it a dark greenish color. Okay, Alt and backspace like this. Okay, so we have created a fish. This is a little bit complicated shape. Okay, and in case you want to put teeth, okay, for the fish, so you can also do. How? Just simply select the pen tool, and you don't need any reference here, and we'll use a red color actually, or you can give some other color if you want. Okay, see, I am creating the teeth with only a sharp corner. Okay, so something like this. And if you don't want this stroke, what you can do, simply click on this no color. Okay, so we can just select the direct selection tool and adjust it like this. Okay, so we have created a fish. Okay, so this is a complicated shape. We will see, I will tell you, I will create one last and final shape, and after that I will give you one assignment on this pendule. Okay, so this shape, see, if all of you, whoever is using pendule for the first time, if you can create this shape perfectly, then definitely you are a genius actually, because in the first attempt, whoever is learning pendule for the first time, and if they can grasp a pendule quickly, then definitely it is a very good thing actually. Okay, so the next and the final shape that we are going to create is flower shape. Okay, see, flower shape is little bit complicated. Okay, so first let me create a reference. Okay, I am going to take a brush tool. I will take a hard round brush, and then let me create a flower shape. Okay, see, my hand shakes a lot, so that is why I may not create a perfect shape with brush. Okay, so but I can create a perfect shape with pendule. So this is some rough shape I got. Okay, with the brush tool. Okay, because my hand shakes a lot. So again we will see what are the sharp corners and rounded corners. See, these are all sharp corners and these are all rounded corners. Okay, so what we'll do is, see, we will start at the sharp corner again. So I am going to start at this point. So what you have to do, click, and then here we have to drag. See, when I am dragging, always check the angle in which you are dragging. So this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, so this is correct. And see, you can also drag the handle, extend the handle. Okay, so you can extend the handle to get a proper shape. That is also another important thing. And then come here and drag, and then click here. Okay, so I will ask you next class. Okay, means are you able to grasp the pendule or not? Okay, so I have completed a shape. So actually we will improve the shape actually. I am going to delete the reference, and then we will use the direct selection tool. So like this we have to adjust the shape. See, so we have actually improved a rough shape. So when we created this shape with brush tool, it was very rough. So now we have improved the shape a lot. Okay, so something like this. Right, so now we will apply some colors to this. So see, we will apply gradient colors. So we will apply red and orange. Something like orangish red. Okay, just a minute. And then yellow, pure yellow. Okay, and then we will make it as a radial. Radial and center should be light color. Something like this. Okay, so this is the color, and in case you want a little bit orange color, you can put orange. Let us see if we select orange. Okay, this is looking nice, right? So then what we'll do is I will remove the stroke. See, the stroke is gone. So then we will use this path selection tool. Path selection will select the entire shape. Okay, then what we'll do, we'll scale it down. We'll make it little bit small like this. Okay, so like this. So now we got a flower. So then we will see what we'll do is next we will add stem to this. Stem. So how to add a stem? See here. To add a stem, see, I am not taking any reference this time. I will create a stem completely with my imagination. So I am going to start at this point. Just to drag. Okay. So we can actually create a stem like this. Okay. So then we will use a direct selection tool and then adjust it properly. Okay, so like this we have created a stem, and adjust the stem properly. And then see what we'll do is we will keep it below this layer, and then see we want the stem color to be something like green. Okay, so what you can do, simply click the fill color. Okay, so we have a stem now, and we will also create a leaves. So how we can create a leaves? See, leaves also again I am creating with my imagination. See, first time you will be using reference, but after that you will be creating everything with your imagination. Okay. See, path selection is used to select the entire shape. Okay, direct selection is used to modify the shape. Remember that. See, I am using path selection here. So what I can do, I can use Ctrl T, transform tool, and then make it a little bit small. I can also rotate it a little bit like this. Okay, and then I can keep it below this. Okay, like this. So something like this. And then I can take one more duplicate here. Instead of creating again, I can take a duplicate, and if you want to move the duplicate, select the path selection tool. This one, first one, and we'll flip this. Ctrl T, right click, flip horizontal. Okay, make it a little bit small. Okay, so something like this. And if you want to change the gradients, so what you can do, so here will, instead of radial, we can keep reflected. Okay, for this one also we'll keep reflected gradient. Okay, so that's it. So okay, now the flower shape is completed. So we will also create a pot. Okay, so just group this. See, I'm going to group all these layers. Ctrl G. Okay, and then we'll use Ctrl T, and then we'll make it small. We will use center scale, and we will hit enter. And to create a pot, so what you can do, just take a pen tool, and this pot also I am creating with my imagination. So you have to adjust it properly like this. See how I am adjusting the handles, you observe. Okay, I'm just see making the handles flat at the bottom. See like this. By moving this one side point, I'm making them flat. Okay, so something like this, and we will give brown color to this. So how to give brown color? Again, select the path selection, select this entire shape. So we are going to give some brownish gradient. Will give. Okay. Okay, and then we will remove the fill, the strokes. Then see here we'll give it a name, flower. Okay, we'll give it a name flower, and then what we'll do, we'll take a duplicate, Control J, one more duplicate is created, Control T, and then we will flip this, flip horizontal, and then move it, make it small. So one more flower is created like this. Okay, so like this you can create different type of shapes, okay, using pen tool. And if you want, you can actually combine, group all these things, and then you can create a one more. So you can give it a name, flower and pot, and then you can create one more duplicate, Control J, okay, Control T, then you can move it like this. Okay, and you can flip this like this. See here, so we have created a flower and a pot. So I will give you one assignment on this. Okay, so what is the assignment? We'll see. Okay, see, I will give you this. So here, see, in this image, see, you have a butterflies also here. You have butterflies, you have flowers, and you have grass. Okay, three things you are having. Okay, but actually, let me give you this. This is actually looking nice because 1 minute. Because I want the flowers, okay, flowers to be a little bit different. Here we have different flowers. Let me give you this. Okay, okay, so let me put this where it is actually on desktop. So let me keep it in your group. Where is your group? Huh? Yeah, everything you have to do. So that is why, see, if you do everything only, you will understand the pen tool, okay, perfectly. So where is your group actually? 19th. So where is that? Here. Okay, so try to create a butterfly also. Okay, but you see, you don't have to put the pattern inside. Okay, you only have to create a butterfly, grass and flower, and you also can give gradients. Okay, see, first, see, when you are first starting, first you try to create what I have told you. Means heart shape, then flower shape. You first try them, then you go to the assignment. Don't directly jump into the assignment. Okay, because first you need to understand the logic of pen tool. Okay, so now we understood what is means how to use a pen tool. So let us see some more options related to pen tool. Okay, so see here, let me start again with the heart shape. This time I am not going to take any reference, I am going to directly create a heart shape. Okay, so okay, so use the direct selection tool. Okay, see here, see this heart shape is having 4 points. Okay, so this heart shape is having 4 points. So let us say if you want more points, means more than 4 points, means if you want this heart shape to look a little bit more different, so what you can do, we can add extra points to this. So how we can add extra points? So we have some options. See where these options are, see here. Here we have an option add anchor point tool. Add anchor point tool. So with this we can add extra points. So let me add, see, just click it. So now we added some extra points to this with using what? Add anchor point tool. Now we will adjust the points. Okay, so how to adjust the points? See again, use a direct selection tool. See, this is not having any shortcut, so you have to directly select add anchor point from this panel. So direct selection tool, select the point, then adjust it like this. See, the shape is now a little bit different.
So
Okay,
if you want to add sharp corner points.
want to add sharp corners. Yeah, that for that I will tell you one more. There is a shortcut is there, Alt. Okay, I will tell you just now. Okay. Okay, see, actually wherever there is a rounded corner, if you add points now, at that points it will become by default it will you will be creating a handles. If you are trying to create a point at the rounded corner, you will be creating handles points with handles. So that is something you should know. Okay. Okay, that is the thing. And then if you want to delete, again if you want to delete the point, so you will use delete anchor point tool. Okay, delete anchor point tool. You just simply select that and remove the point. See, I am removing the point. You can remove any points. See, totally the shape is now different. Okay, like this. And the next thing is, see, we have something called convert point tool. Convert point tool. So what is the convert point tool? See, this point convert point tool, see here, last it is there. This convert point tool will convert sharp corners to rounded corners to sharp corners. Okay, see here. So I am going to come here. So this is what? Rounded corner. So if you click here, see what happens. That rounded became sharp. Again if you click here, it is become sharp. And again if you want to convert this sharp to rounded, so again you simply select the convert point tool and then drag. See, like this. So like this you can convert rounded to sharp, sharp to rounded using convert point tool. Okay, one more thing I want to tell you here. See here, when I am moving the handles, see, when I am moving the handles, this is a handle. When I am moving it, both top side and bottom side, both are affected. See here, both sides are changing. The shape is changing on both sides. But let us say I want only one side to change. Only one side it should change. So what should I do? So see here. So if you want to change only one side, just write down this point. Okay. To adjust the handle so that only one side is affected, use Alt and drag the handle. Okay, right. So what is the meaning of this? Let us see. See here, I'm using alt. Okay, I'm using alt, and then I'm moving this point. See what happens. See, now we are only affecting one side. See, the top side is not getting affected. See, see, only one side. See, so like this you can affect only one side by using alt. Okay. See, we can create something like a shield. Okay, you know what is a shield? So what is a shield? See, how does a shield look actually? See, so I can add some. See, I can add some extra points here. See, the heart shape I have converted into a shield now. See, so then I can see, I can also make these things one-sided. How? Simply alt, alt and drag. See, so the shape is totally changed. See, so like this you can affect only one side by using alt. Okay, so let us actually keep it a little bit like this. Okay. And see, what we can do is, see, I told you about that metallic text. Remember everybody, metallic text starting classes. So I can make it like a metallic shield. Metallic shield. How? Simply we can use the same option. So you will be actually, I will be taking back to you that memories. Okay. So see, you also should now help me. Okay. So we will be giving some golden metallic text. Okay. So we will be selecting a creamy color and light orange. Okay, and then we will use the reflected and we will remove the reverse. And then what we'll do, we'll use a bevel and emboss. Right, so we will use inner bevel. See, it's looking like some shield. Okay, we can actually reduce the, see, size here. See, we can also change these values. Okay, so we can use the linear dots here, and see, we are creating a shield. See here. Okay, and you can also change this angle here. See, you can get different combinations. Okay, if you can change the angle. Okay, so this is looking nice. Okay, so then what you can do is, so what you can do is, see, you can actually put on text here. Okay, let us say this is shield, right? So we can create a silver text. So you can just say yes here. Okay, so we can actually use a Times New Roman for this. Okay, so let us apply this metallic. Okay, so actually I have already saved the metallic gradient. See here we have so many metallic. If you want silver, see I can apply silver. If I want gold, so I can apply gold. See, and then what I can do, I can actually reduce this. See here. Like this. And then what I can do is see to enhance this. Okay, so to enhance this one, so we will do one thing. So I am going to take one more duplicate here. Okay, so we can use the bottom one. Okay, so what we can do with the bottom one, I can remove the layer styles. How to remove the layer styles? Anybody can tell? So simply right click, clear layer styles. Okay, and then double click, and then what I will do is will click on show all effects. So I am going to see, I am going to apply the same metal. Okay, but this time this will be like a stroke for this border for this. Okay, so how? See, just will turn on this gradient actually. Okay, sorry, we'll turn on the gradient for stroke here. Okay, gradient, and then we'll use the same. Okay, cream color. Okay, means I am adding a little bit extra depth to the text. Okay, so then here actually we'll turn on the bevel and emboss, and we will select the stroke emboss. See here, we'll select the stroke emboss. I think you are not able to see any change here because let's keep it outside. See, now you are seeing. Can you see that extra depth? Okay, you can see the extra depth now. Okay, and then see, we can change these things. See, and then see, we can do one thing. See, I can also use this contour here. See, contour. So what is the contour actually? See, it will add some extra depth. Okay, extra effect. And we can also change this range here. See, you can see some border around that text. See here, some nice interesting like a shield effects we can create. See, so this is how we can use. See, we have used both text as well as pen tool, right, to create some nice interesting shield. Okay, so this is the thing. And you can actually crop this. Okay, you don't need this much area, you can just crop this. Right. Okay, see, now I will give you one more assignment. Okay, so what is that one more assignment? Let us see.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
మోక్షి అటెండెన్స్ తీసుకోలేదు నేను. మోక్షి
తీసుకున్నా కదా.
ఎప్పుడు తనది ఫోటోషాప్ క్లాస్ ఎండ్ అయింది ఒకసారి చెప్తారా డేట్?
Still time is there now. Okay. Okay, so we understood how to create this shield. Okay, okay, so now till now we have created different shapes, and then we have also created this we have also seen what is this, how to actually use this alt and break the handle. Okay, that is what we have seen. Now what I will do is I will tell you the use of path option. Okay, see here we have already covered shape, so then we have this option path. So let us see what is that path. Okay, see, See, just write down this point, okay? So when we are creating a shape using path option of Pendule, create a new layer, and to get selection for the path, create the path and control enter. Okay. Understood? Okay, now we'll see. Okay. See, path option. So we use path option mostly to select images, like a selection tool. So we have used the quick selection, object selection. Okay. Now we will use this path option for selecting. Now we will select this eagle. Okay. Using pen tool. So this is almost like a 9th selection tool. Okay. See. So how to select? See, simply we have to create the points. See, it will create points. And we can also create a shape using path option, but there is a lengthy procedure actually. Okay, it's not like a straight procedure. Okay, but so that is why mostly we use path option for selections. We don't use path option generally for creating shapes. See, I am dragging. See, I am dragging like this, so that I will get handles. If I don't drag, I will not get handles. See, here I am not getting any handle. Here also. Like this. See, now I have completed the path. And whenever you are doing selections with pen tool, make sure that you have minimum number of points. Some people have very bad habits. See, I will tell you what is a bad habit. See, because you are beginners now, you don't know means how to create a path with pen tool. So what do you do generally? See, some people, they do like this. This is wrong. You should not do like that. Because if you do like that, too many points will be created and it will be difficult for us to adjust the selection. Okay, so you have to create a selection with minimum number of points. See, just minimum number of points I am taking, like this. See, like this. So with minimum number of points I have created a path. So now we have to turn this path into a selection. Okay, so first let us adjust it properly. So using direct selection tool, see, I am adjusting. So you can go to full screen if you want. Okay, can go to the full screen mode and adjust. Okay, so once we are done with the adjustments, so what is the next thing we have to do? We have to turn this path into selection. So how? Control enter. See, simply hit control enter. See, now the path is converted to selection. Okay, so now we have to use move tool. Simply use move tool, and just like always we can move it to this document like this, and the rest is all same. Okay, if you don't remember the shortcut, see, there is also another way. Okay, so what is the another way actually? So one way is you can actually convert this to selection by just right clicking here. Just right click, select the direct selection tool or pen tool, right click, and you can click on this make selection like this. Like this also you can do. There is also one more way. Third way is, I will tell you. Third way is, see, here we have this paths panel. Can you see the paths panel? So in the paths panel also, see, at the bottom you have an option. See, load path as a selection. Just click on that. See, so like this also we can turn path to selections. So 3 different ways. That is a good thing about Photoshop. Okay. But mostly try to use control enter. Okay, so see, this is how we create a path. And okay, then we might get one doubt actually. So the doubt is, okay, see, we have so many selection tools, like quick selection we have, lasso tool we have, okay, magnetic lasso tool we are having. So many selection tools are there, we have. Then why we have to use pen tool? So many selections we are having. Quick selection is there. With quick selection, just you can click select subject, and then you can, that subject is selected. Then what is the use of selecting with pen tool? Okay, I will tell you one thing. See, I will not say that pen tool is a perfect selection tool. Okay, even I don't use pen tool for selecting some images, but in some cases we can use pen tool for selections. Especially if you have a background that is too complicated. Means when we use quick selection, if we have a simple plain background or limited number of colors are there in the background, okay, with quick selection you can simply click on that select subject and that subject will be selected. But if you have a very complicated background, like some trees and mountains and water, everything is there in the background, so at that time we can go for pen tool. But still at that time also I will not say that pen tool is a perfect selection tool, but you can use pen tool in some cases. It's not like a perfect selection tool. For some objects pen tool is better. Okay, and there is one advantage with the advantage in selecting with pen tool. So what is that advantage? I will tell you. See. For example, if we try to select the same image with lasso tool, with same image with lasso tool, what you do generally, just you draw a selection like this, right? So this is how we select with lasso tool. Everybody knows this. And now if you want to control the points, there is no way, you can't control. But still you can actually convert the selection to path. How? By going to this paths panel and just clicking on this option here. Okay, something like this. See, I have converted the selection to path just by clicking on one option here. Okay, so what is that option actually? So here one option is there in paths, make work path from selection. From selection we are converting to path. Okay, so but what is happening is the points are created by the lasso tool. We have not created the point. Points are created by lasso tool, and you so what will happen is it will create some extra points. Too many points it will create. If we do selections, we will create a selection with minimum number of points. If lasso tool creates a points, it will create many points. Same thing will happen if you try to select with quick selection, see, if I am using quick selection and if I click select subject, see what will happen. See, you got a selection, and if you convert this selection to path, see how to convert selection to path. Simply go to the paths palette, click here. See, now the selection is converted to path. Now see what quick selection has done. See, it has created too many points. See, too many points it has created. So you have to adjust too many points now. See, I have to adjust too many points. So it's a very difficult task. So instead, if you try to create the selection with pen tool, you will be having control. You can decide how many points I have to put. So that is the one advantage you have with selecting with pen tool. Understand that? Okay. One more thing I want to tell you. See here. When you are creating a path, see, normally you create a path like this, right? Just keep dragging like this and create. What is happening actually? You are getting handles. Okay, so you are getting handles, but again, if you move the handle, both sides will be affected. Again, you have to use Alt, and then you have to make sure that the handle changes only on one side. Instead, what you can do is, in the beginning itself, you can create one-sided handle. While creating path itself, you can create one-sided handle. So how, I will tell you. See, just write down this point, okay? To break a point, okay? See, to break a point, just use Alt and click on that point. The handle will appear only on one side. Okay. Okay. Now see. Now if I am going to create a selection, see, normally what I do, I drag like this, right? So, but what will happen if I drag? Two-sided handle is created, but I want only one-sided handle. So see, Alt and just click here. See, now we got only one-sided handle. Understood, everyone? See, if I drag, see, now I got two-sided handle, and if I want to make it one-sided, Alt and click. See, one-sided. Like this. See, now we are getting one-sided handles. So you don't have to create one-sided handles everywhere, but this is one way of creating one-sided handles. See here. So direct selection tool. See here. One-sided handle. And then another thing is, if I want to again convert this one-sided handle to two-sided, so what should I do? See here. I have to use this convert point tool. I will use a convert point tool, and then again I will drag. See, now that one-sided handle becomes two-sided. So this is how we can convert one-sided to two-sided, two-sided to one-sided. Understood? Then again, after completing the selection, you have to hit Ctrl Enter, and then you also know how to apply feather. Shift F6, or you can select any of the selection tools, simply right click and feather. Okay. So now we understood the basics of pen tool, okay, using a pen tool, okay. So let me tell you one more interesting thing here, okay, with the pen tool, okay. See, we all know how to use the brush tool, okay. We can convert a pen tool path into a brush stroke. Okay, we can convert a pen tool path into a brush stroke. How? Let us see. See, I am going to create a path with a pen tool, and see, this time I am taking option path. Remember this. I am not taking shape. Okay. If you take shape, what happens? Automatically one new layer will be created. But with path, new layer will not be created. You have to manually create a new layer. So, see, I have to create a new layer here. And then I will just create one path like this. So this is one path. Now let us convert this path to brush stroke. Okay. Just write down this point. Okay. Okay. Right. So now see what happens. So I have created a path. Let me take a brush. So first let me take this simple odd round brush, and I will also give some color to this. Okay. So we can actually increase or decrease the size of the brush stroke. See, like this. Okay, you can increase or decrease the brush stroke. See, if you normally draw this path, see, it is very shaky actually. It's not perfect. So now what you'll do is, I am going to convert this path to that brush stroke. See, so what you have to do, select the pen tool, simply right click, stroke path. Okay, and then we have to select what? Brush, and then simply click OK. See, I have converted the path to a brush stroke. And then you can also do one thing, you can delete the path. Simply go to the path and then right click, delete path, like this. And in case you are not able to see the paths palette here, go to Windows and select paths. Okay, see, perfect, you got a perfect curvature. Okay, you will not get this type of perfect curvature if you normally draw with your hand. Okay, see, we can also do one more interesting thing. I will tell you what is that. So let me type some letter here. Okay. Okay, so I have typed something. Now what we'll do is, first we are going to get a selection for this text. Then we are going to convert that selection to path. Then we are going to convert that path to a brush stroke. And before that I will do one more thing, that is, I will take a simple teacup clip art. We'll just type a teacup clip art. Okay, so we'll select this one. Okay, something like this. Save as. So we'll open it in Photoshop. See, one more thing I want to tell you. See, if anybody downloaded images, if you are getting this index option, so you cannot directly edit when you get the index option. So what do you have to do? Go to image and you can change the mode to RGB. So now you can edit this. Now you have to unlock this. So many people will get this problem. If you get an index file, first you convert it into RGB and then now you are in a position to edit this. And then we'll remove all this white color. So and we also don't need this smoke actually. So we'll use this magic eraser and we'll also remove this. Okay. Right. And we'll also remove this bottom. Okay, so we'll only take this one. Right. So now what I will do, we'll crop this. See, I will make a brush. I will make a brush out of this. So how we can make a brush? So anybody can tell? Nobody can tell? So simply control and click on this thumbnail and then go to edit, define brush preset and we can say teacup. Okay. So now our own brush is created. Then now what I'll do is, so first I'm going to get a selection for this letter. Okay, word. Okay. So how to get a selection? Control and click. See, now got a selection. Okay, now what I will do is I will delete the text. I will delete the text. How? See, simply you can drag this text on top of this delete icon. See, but still you can see the selection. Okay, so then what you will do is I am going to take a new layer and then go to the paths and we will convert this path to convert this selection to path. How? Simply click here. See, now the selection is converted to path. Now we will convert the path to brushstroke. So how? See, just first we have already selected the brush. So let us actually see whether how our brush looks. Okay, we will actually change some brush settings here. So where is our brush settings? Here. So we'll increase the spacing. Everybody remember this, right? See, okay. You can actually make it big or small if you want. Okay. So now what you'll do? See, simply select the pen tool, right click, stroke path, select the brush. This will take time, I think. See, okay, and then I am going to delete the path. See, you can see we have created something like a tea with the teacups. So you can do many things, okay, like this. See, you can create some nice, interesting borders, some fancy borders, okay, with this option, okay, and so many things you can create. So let me give you one last assignment, okay, then I will check your assignments, previous assignment, okay. So one last assignment is,